and welcome. In today's video, we're going to do a roundup of some of my favorite concealers right now. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you stay tuned. Oh, hello and welcome. Gotta take a sip here, it's been a long day. Ice brown sugar, oat milk, shaken espresso, whatever, from Starbucks. Yep, got the dupe right there, and it's good. So anyways, but yes, getting back to the matter at hand here. So I recently did a foundation roundup, so I figured I would do a concealer roundup. Talking about just some of my favorite concealers right now, some newer formulas, still some, ones that I've been enjoying, holy grails. So yeah, if you like that kind of content, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel. Subscribe if you're not already, turn on all notifications, and otherwise we're just gonna get right into this video, so stay tuned. All right, so I think like I did with the other one, I'm just going to mention the different concealers. I might tell you which one is like my top favorite right now, but I really couldn't rank them because there's different things I like about each one that it was really hard to like rank them specifically. So yes. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is just go down each one, talk about them briefly, and I'm sure I've talked about them before in different videos as well. And then everything will be linked below as well as far as specific details. So one of the ones I know I've talked about recently that I really have been enjoying, and I didn't hear a lot of talk about it, but I think it's a great concealer, is Item Beauty Air Hug Concealer, and mine is in shade 200. Now, the one thing I did mention before is the stopper, for whatever reason. I don't know if it's missing or if it's just not tight enough, but you do have to be really careful because when you pull it out, you get a whole lot of product. So that is the only thing I'd be careful with. I do find myself kind of having to wipe around the bottle to get rid of some of the extra product, but this is really a nice concealer for a higher end, like from Sephora brand. It's still very affordable. There's a lot of product in here, and in one of my other videos, I did talk about like the difference price per ounce of product kind of thing. So yeah, you get quite a lot of product in here, and this one is just a nice creamy formula. It doesn't crease any more than I would expect a concealer to crease. It wears very nice. I've worn this many times throughout the night and not had any issues with it fading away, or again like getting cakey or creasy under the eye, other than the normal little bit of creasing I expect. So I think it's a great option, and I've really been enjoying that concealer. Now, one that is just basically holy grail status at this point is the Kosas, the Revealer Concealer, I think it's called, and mine actually have two shades. I think this one is, this one's in 3.5, and I have shade 2, which is way too light. That's the only thing I had trouble with was color matching, trying to figure out by the number system like what color was the which one was the right one. This one works pretty well though. It's still a little bit light, but I could definitely make it work. But I just love the way this feels, the way it wears. It doesn't crease and cake, wears very nice through the night, fades very gradually if it does fade, and it's just again, it's just a holy grail status for me at this point. So definitely one I've been enjoying. Another one that I've just been enjoying for quite a while here, but I really enjoyed every time I wear it, is the Hourglass, the Vanish Airbrush Concealer. This one I have is in Cedar. I think I have another one too, maybe a little bit lighter, but I only got the smaller one because again, I've had this for a while. I'm not gonna run out so before I need to get rid of it because it's expired. So yeah, I just really like the way this wears. It's a little bit more fuller coverage concealer, but I've again not had any issues with fine lines under my eyes with it creasing any more than expected, a little bit that I expected to crease. But yeah, it just has very good lasting power. It's nice and smooth. I've really enjoyed this. So that's definitely one of my favorite concealers. Now again, another holy grail, this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Multi-Use Concealer in 120 Light. As you see, if you can see, it's almost gone. Like literally there's this tiny bit at the bottom. I already have a backup, but man, when I want something that's just no fuss, quick and simple, swipe it on, blend it out, and this has just really stood the test of time. I love this concealer. It's just it's nice and creamy, gives good coverage, doesn't crease more than expected. It's just a great option and one for the drugstore that I highly recommend. One now that I've had for a little bit now, that I think this was like fall that these came out, was the Anastasia concealers. I have 2 of them because I could not find the correct color. I think 5 is what I needed. At the time, 5 was out of stock. I could only get 4, and then 6 looked too dark. So what I ended up getting was 4 and 6, and blended together, they're like the perfect match for me. So I'm guessing 5 probably would have been the perfect one, but at that point I was like, I'm not getting another one. So, but I really love this. It's nice and creamy. It has full coverage. I don't have any problems with it looking cakey. It doesn't crease, like I said, more than I expect a concealer to crease. And I just truly enjoy that concealer. It's definitely up there as far as ones that are my favorite. All right, another one from the drugstore, Catrice, this True Skin one, high coverage concealer, hyaluronic acid. It is waterproof. Mine is in, if I can find the color, it is called Cool Rose. So it has a little bit of a pink tint to it, which I think is very helpful as far as like the purple and blue under, you know, red and blue under the eyes or whatever, like discoloration. I think it really helps with that. And this is definitely a great full coverage, nice and creamy, long wearing, affordable option for a concealer. I truly have enjoyed that. So, and it's definitely taken the place of like, I mean, not that I don't like the camo concealer by e.l.f. That's still one of the ones I do enjoy and wear occasionally, but I definitely have been wearing that over wearing the camo concealer. And then even like Tarte, I don't even know the last time I wore the Shape Tape, but anyways, but yeah, but these are definitely ones that I wear over those. So another one here, which is a newer release, is the KVD Beauty Their Concealer. Now again, I had to get 2 of them because the color match was not perfect. The first one I ended up getting was Light 109, which is definitely too light. I mean, I like a little brightening under the eyes, but I don't want it to be like 2 shades different, you know? So, and then I got Light 122, which is about my skin tone, maybe slightly lighter, but definitely the 2 mixed together, like the perfect color for me. So, and I really enjoyed this. It's definitely a more full coverage concealer, but again, it has great lasting power. It's nice and blendable, creamy enough. Definitely full coverage. This is definitely full coverage. So, but yeah, but it's a great option. I have truly enjoyed it. Here, another one, LYS Beauty, the Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. Mine is an LN6. I have truly been enjoying this. At first, I wasn't sure. I was like, the one thing I noticed about this, which I've talked about before, is the stopper on this one is too tight versus the other one, which is too loose or too, you know, too wide, I guess. And this is too small. So when you pull out the wand, it definitely pulls off a lot of the product. But I have found a way, or kind of figured out a way to kind of pull it out of there without pulling out too much product, or worst case, you just have to dip it again and, you know, keep applying. But as far as performance, this is a great creamy concealer. It has, I think, more medium coverage. I don't know if this is full coverage for me, but again, I still think that's a great option. Like, I don't really need a lot of coverage. Like, I don't have a whole lot of dark circles under my eyes for the most part, unless I just really haven't gotten sleep. So it's just not a major problem for me. So for my needs, it works really, really well. It's creamy. It fades nicely when it does fade. It doesn't crease any more than I expect. And it's a great option. They're cruelty-free. So, and another affordable option at Sephora. So, all right, just 2 more to talk about. One of the ones here is the newer Shiseido. This is the Synchro Skin, I think, Reflecting Concealer. I forget the name of it exactly, but mine is in 201. It is a good shade match. At first, I wasn't sure how I felt about it. It felt a little bit drier or a little bit like thicker. I can't explain it, but it wasn't as creamy as the other ones. But the more I've worn it, the more it's grown on me. So I have to say I do really enjoy this one. It is definitely a great option. A little bit more expensive, you know, a little bit higher brand. You can find it at Sephora. But another great option. I feel the way it wears, and again, that's what I'm wearing now. It wears very well. It blends out nicely. It doesn't crease any more than I expect it to, and it has grown on me, we'll say. And that was definitely a Jessica Braun made me buy it. So And then the last one, which I'd have to say, if I had to give a favorite, this is my favorite. The Dior Forever. This is a skin corrector, and mine is in 1.5N. There's something about this, I don't know what it is, but it has a nice doe foot applicator, and most of these are doe foot other than like this one from Maybelline. I think the rest are just a doe foot. Some are smaller, some are bigger, but yeah, there's something about this formula. It is creamy. It gives a nice medium to full coverage. It blends out really nice. It wears really nice. It doesn't crease more than expected. It's just a great concealer. For some reason, I just keep wanting to reach for this. So I have not tried the other Dior, but I've heard not so good things about it, so I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm plenty happy with this one. So, but yeah, I'd have to say out of all these, this is probably my number one. The rest are hard to give a number to, like, you know, ranking. So, but this one I could definitely tell you is my number one currently. So, but yeah, that is all I have for you today. Finally, a little bit shorter video. Yay, go me, finally. Okay. Anyways, but yes, I hope you did enjoy that content. If you did, definitely make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really just helped my content. Subscribe if you're not already, join the family, turn on notifications. Let me know your thoughts about these products down below. What are your holy grails? Do you agree with any of these? Do you disagree with any of these? Love to hear from you down below. Yes, but otherwise, if you made it through, I appreciate it. I'm going to enjoy my drink and try to enjoy the rest of my day, and you enjoy your day as well. And hope to see you in my next video. Bye! Sorry, like I can see a little hair hanging there on the side. Have the, mine says multi-use concealer, and well, as far as like the pink and the purple and blue under it, great. Work, you know, have mixed together like the perfect. That was a lot. I just knocked out a lot of videos. Holy crap. Now to editing. Say a prayer for me. Oh my God. Here we go, editing. Okay. All right, see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye.